Welcome to Money First CEO, the podcast for business owners ready to run their business like a boss and make their money work smarter, not harder. I'm Harmon Johnston, bookkeeper, profit first professional, business coach, and mum of two from Sydney, Australia. I've built a thriving business by mastering money habits and systems that create real freedom. This show will help you take control of your finances so you can build a business and life that truly works for you. Every episode delivers one powerful takeaway you can action right away for more clarity, confidence, and cash. And from time to time, I'll be joined by special guests, fellow entrepreneurs, experts, and real business owners, sharing their money wins, lessons, and insights to inspire your next move. Because when you put money first, you unlock the options and freedom you deserve. So hit follow, grab your coffee, and let's dive in. Hey there, and welcome back to the Money First CEO, where we believe if you put your money first, the rest will follow. I'm your host, Harmon Johnston, and today we're diving into something a lot of founders struggle with, trying to do it all yourself, especially when it comes to money. So let me give it to you straight. Smart CEOs don't do it alone. They build a team. And one of the most powerful hires you'll ever make is a financial partner. And I'll break it down into who does what, when you know it's time to get help, how it feels when you finally hand it over, and what does a good partner actually do and how to find the right fit. So I'll start off by breaking down the roles of a bookkeeper, accountant, advisor, because I think the roles confuse a lot of business owners and they think one person can do it all. So here's a quick breakdown. A bookkeeper, what does a bookkeeper do? They track your day-to-day transactions, they reconcile your accounts, they categorize your income and expenses. So basically, they keep your records up to date. Their job is to organize the financial story. And what about an accountant? So the accountant looks after compliance. They file your tax returns, they offer tax planning if they are proactive, and they make sure that you're compliant with the ATO or other regulatory bodies. So their job is to help you look backwards and stay legal and ensure everything is done to avoid penalties. And what about a financial advisor or a CFO? So they help you plan for the future. Growth, investments, cash flow, they guide you towards hiring, pricing, pay strategies, and their job is to translate your numbers into a game plan. The magic happens when you stop relying on guesswork and let the right experts help you see the full picture. And then lastly, there's a profit strategist or business advisor, and that's something I do as well as a profit first professional. So we help you understand your numbers beyond the basics. We help you create a profit plan which is aligned with your goals, guide cash flow, spending, pricing decisions, and support your sustainable growth with a business clarity. So our job is to empower you to make confident, profit-led decisions, not just to stay afloat, but grow with a purpose. Now, what are the red flags? And when do you know it's time to stop doing it all yourself? So if any of these sound familiar, it might be time to get help. So the first one is just avoiding opening your business bank account because you're worried what you're going to see in there. You're always behind on reconciling. So every time you log into Xero, there's 50 odd transactions that are waiting to be reconciled. Tax season gives you anxiety every year. You're making big decisions based on gut and not data. And you don't know if you're really profitable or just busy. You think you're doing okay, but you don't know how okay. And if not okay, how far off are you? And this is so common, but staying stuck in the DIY mindset slows your growth and keeps you in survival mode. And if you're trying to scale or even just breathe easier, letting go is your next power move. And what about the emotional relief of handing it over? You're carrying a lot as a business owner. You're wearing lots of different hats, sales, marketing, delivery, admin, finances. And one of my clients said when she started working with us, it felt like she had taken off a backpack that she didn't even realize she was wearing. She started sleeping better. She stopped stressing every time an invoice came in, and she had the mental space to think like a CEO again. So you're not weak for needing help, and there's no shame in it. Trust me, we speak to business owners in this position all the time. You're wise and you're thinking like a CEO for creating space to lead. So, what does a great financial partner actually do? So a good partner does more than file your taxes. They help you spot cash flow patterns before they become problems. They help you stay ahead of your goals and expenses. Build a simple system to pay yourself. Plan for growth with real numbers. You're making decisions based on data and not gut alone. Show you where you're leaking money and how to fix it. And maybe most importantly, they speak to you in plain language. No shame, no jargon, just clear, actionable info. And how to choose the right fit, not just the cheapest. So let's be honest, when it comes to your finances, cheapest is rarely the best. You're not just looking for someone to tick a box. You're looking for a partner who understands your goals and can help you get there. So here's what to ask when choosing the right support. Do they understand your business model, industry, and growth stage? Do they communicate in a way that's clear and empowering? Or do you leave meetings feeling confused and overwhelmed? Will they meet with you regularly or only pop up at tax time? Are they available? Are they approachable? Or is that something that you're trying to avoid? Do they value education, not just data entry and deadlines? Are they embracing technology to work smarter and more efficiently? And that's something I actually come across quite a bit because a lot of people have been with their accountants for 10 odd years and they're just set in their own ways and they don't know that there's things out there that will make their life so much easier. They're still doing the old paper timesheets and things like that. So I think if they're staying ahead with technology, that's a good one as well. Do they have a team behind them or is it a one-man show or one-woman show? And can their business scale with your business? As your business grows, your needs will grow and can they support it? So it's about support, strategy and sustainable growth, not just compliance. So you deserve someone who gives you clarity, not chaos. Someone who helps you feel in control, not in the dark. So what's this week's takeaway? You don't have to do it all. Get help with your finances, even if it's just one small hire. Could be even a part-time bookkeeper, or an accountant, a new accountant, or a financial coach, someone to hold you accountable. So give yourself the gift of support. You deserve it and your business needs it. That's it for today's episode of Money First CEO. If this helped you, share it with a fellow business owner who's drowning with their bookkeeping or scared of numbers. Until next time, keep putting money first and the rest will follow. Thanks for hanging out with me on Money First CEO. If you got value from this episode, hit subscribe, drop a 5-star review, and share it with someone who's building their business too. All the goodies are in the show notes, and you can find me on socials for more tips and tools to help you. Until next time, keep putting money first, and the rest will follow.